My name is Jennifer Lutz, and I'm the Executive Director here at Paws for Ability. And I'm so excited to see you all today as we are celebrating this afternoon the graduation of the Dandelion Class. So we have 9 families with their brand new service dogs graduating today, and we have people filling the room who have all played a part in that journey. I just want to take a moment to share a little bit about Paws and just kind of the background of the organization as we learn more about our families in our coming presentation. So Paws for Ability was founded in 1998, and it was really founded on the sense that there are individuals who needed service dogs and weren't able to receive them. So what that has looked like over the years is the development of a model where there's a 3-unit team, where a child of any age can receive a service dog because there's a parent or a trained adult who can handle the dog and support the child's benefit with the service dog. We've also been able to pioneer lots of things around scent work. The scent work is really fantastic ability of the dog's nose. They have very, very sensitive noses and are able to use them to find people that are lost, alert to medical conditions. So dogs are really amazing creatures, and the program starts actually even before the dogs are born. At Paws here, we breed, raise, train, and place each service dog. And so within our breeding program, the dogs that are part of that program have passed health and behavior clearances to be part of that program. Health clearances like ophthalmology testing, orthopedic testing, genetic testing for the breeds that they are, cardiology testing. So many different things have gone into evaluations to ensure that the puppies that are born from these breeding dogs will be able to have the best chance possible to be a service dog. The puppies that are born go into our puppy enrichment program, which are early socialization goals around sights and sounds to support the development of that puppy as they grow up and are able to start learning the advanced training tasks that they will need to learn to become a service dog. Each service dog is trained specifically for the individual, and we know it's not just the tasks that the dog is providing that are so important. The dogs need to be trained in ways that really fit the lifestyle of the individual who's receiving them, which may mean that some people travel a lot by airplane, or maybe the dog is going to school. And so we are looking at how do we help prepare the dogs for a life of true service for a specific individual. The dogs typically spend about 3 to 6 months in advanced training, learning those specific skills for their partner. And then families come, such as today, to really take part in that placement training class to learn how to work with a service dog. But that's just really the start of the journey, and there are so many different people who have been part of this journey to get us to that point. So I'd like to invite up our development director, Kaylin, to share a little bit more about the people behind our mission.
Thanks, Jennifer. Congratulations again to all the new service dog teams. Before we start calling you up to introduce yourselves, I would just like to take a moment to talk about that massive community Jennifer mentioned that works behind the scenes to make days like today possible. So most people are surprised to learn that we have over 2,000 dedicated volunteers who put in a lot of sacrifice and hard work into raising our dogs. Our volunteers strengthen our mission in many ways, such as providing wonderful homes to our breeder dogs, helping our dogs while at the facility, and fostering over 400 dogs at any given time to provide the foundational training and socialization skills that are critical to becoming a fully trained service dog. Paws also employs around 60 staff members who work hard every day of the year to care for and train each of our dogs. Our staff ensures that our dogs meet the highest standards of health and care, that our over 2,000 volunteers and families have the support that they need, and that each service dog is trained to provide the life-changing tasks for their partner. And finally, I want to recognize our generous donors. Each highly trained service dog that you see here represents an investment of over $40,000, a cost that truly reflects the extensive training and care these dogs receive. Each family is here today thanks to the support from their own communities and also from generous donors who support Four Paws in order to reduce that amount the families are asked to raise. If you are here today and part of our Four Paws community as a volunteer, staff, or donor, would you please stand so we can thank and recognize you? Thank you all so much. I also want to recognize our class sponsors, Team Joe, Mulder, and Maggie, as well as Purina. Team Joe, Mulder, and Maggie share, our family felt compelled to support the graduating service dog teams and Four Paws for Ability because we've experienced firsthand the life-changing difference these incredible dogs make. When Joe was with his first service dog, Mulder, it opened up a world of independence, confidence, and connection we hadn't thought possible. Now with his successor dog, Maggie, that support continues in new and meaningful ways. Both Mulder and Maggie have been more than service dogs. They've been constant companions, sources of comfort, and bridges to a fuller life. Supporting Four Paws is deeply personal to us. It's our way of honoring the life-changing gift they've given Joe and our family. And Purina shares, Purina proudly supports Four Paws for Ability, a service dog training facility dedicated to enhancing the lives of individuals with disabilities. By providing specially trained service dogs, Four Paws for Ability plays a vital role in fostering independence and improving the quality of life for those in need, including children and veterans. So one more time, you can clap for our class sponsors. If you have any questions about donating, volunteering, or sponsoring, whether you're here today or watching online, we would love to connect with you. You can check out our website. We also have more information on the back of your programs. And for anyone here today, I invite you to stay after graduation for a behind-the-scenes tour. There will be puppies, and we will meet in the lobby for that tour. Congratulations to the new service dog teams, and I'm going to call up the class lead, Bethany.
Welcome, everybody, again to the Dandelion Class graduation. We are so happy you've joined us to celebrate these families and their hard work to receive and train with their new service dogs. My name is Bethany. I'm a senior trainer at Four Paws for Ability, and I have had the honor of teaching and leading this class for the last 10 days. This class consists of 9 amazing families. They have worked hard to learn and utilize the life-changing skills their service dogs provide, like medical alert, mobility assistance, tethering, tracking, and behavior disruption. These families traveled from all over the country and right here within Ohio to get here. To my families, you all have been so wonderful to work with, and I have loved getting to know each and every one of you. I have loved watching your confidence in handling your dogs grow throughout class. Thank you for not only putting up with some hot weather to track in, and me, but also continuously being willing and kind no matter the circumstance. It has made class so much more fun. For these Four Paws families, their service dogs signify a new, brighter future with their partner and their whole family. And I am excited to introduce these families to you so we can hear more about their journeys. First to share is the family of Amale, and they have given me some words to share. Amale is going to join us up here in just a second. They say, "Hi, my name is Christina, and I am a single mom of 2 special needs children, Jaden and Caden. We are thrilled to finally have our new family member, Amale. She is very sweet, smart, and will be my son Jaden's service dog. We will be taking her home to Minnesota. Jaden was diagnosed with Phelan-McDermid syndrome along with autism, developmental delays, seizures, and several other medical issues. For many years, Jaden and us have struggled with his medical issues and finding a balance between health and life. As his condition gradually stabilized, I pondered how to make his life safer, more fulfilling, healthier, and happier. After consulting with his neurologist, psychologist, and PMS Foundation team, I decided to get a service dog for Jaden. I was confident we found a trustworthy organization, Paws. Jaden himself has a serious difficulty interacting with both people and animals. At the beginning, he wasn't very responsive to Amale. His sister was very delighted, but she also lacked the knowledge to properly interact with animals. Amale is amazing. She is so gentle, well-behaved, warm, and passionate about her family. She proactively reaches out to Jaden, staying by his side and regularly checking in every morning to see if he's awake. Jaden has begun petting and paying attention to her, while his sister is learning how to gently interact with her. Just 2 weeks of being together have already transformed the kids' lives, bringing them greater joy. I hope Amale will become a playmate and loyal friend to the kids. She will help Jaden's life be more independent and happier while also serving as a helpful supervisor. We hope Paws will continue our great mission, serve and help more children and families, fulfill kids' dreams, and bring joy and healthy lives to more people. We have so many people to thank. Everyone at Paws deserves our respect and gratitude. You're the best. Bethany, Erica, Jessa, Lexi, and Sophie, your patience, enthusiasm, and professional coaching helped us overcome our nervousness and become more confident. Your personalized coaching brought love and hope to every family and child. I also want to thank our volunteer trainers, Diana and Brittany, for sharing Amale's childhood and allowing us to know her better and giving her your time and love. And to our backroom boy litter sponsor, Level MB and MT Studio, thank you for all of your dedication in making Amale's arrival possible. We really appreciate all of you. You are these kids' angels. Congratulations, team Jaden and Amale. Coming up to share their experience with us is the next brand new service dog team of Zella and Penelope.
This is Penelope. I have my speech on my phone, sorry. Zella is Penelope's girl. She don't want to come up. Corey is also with us, which is dad. I'm mom. I'm Lexi. We have a sister, Sevilla, who couldn't make it today. We are from Connorsville, Richmond, Indiana, but we are currently stationed at Joint Base Anacostia Bowling in Washington, D.C. We have lived in 4 states within the past 2 years. Zella was diagnosed with level 2 autism at the age of 2. She was nonverbal until almost 4 years old. Since then, Zella has been in multiple therapies over the past 6 years, including physical, occupational, speech, feeding, and ABA therapies. I became a registered behavior therapist and worked with Zella at home under a BCBA and a psychologist. They helped us really improve the behaviors that we faced with Zella. I came across someone who had an autism service dog for her son who was on the same level as Zella, and I asked her so many questions on how the dog helped her son. And then I stayed up till 3 a.m. for a week trying to find an organization that would accept children. Paws just kind of landed in my lap during my late night searches. Zella has always been around big dogs, and they always seemed to bring a calmness to her in a way that we couldn't. Our 10 days with Paws has been an amazing experience. Everyone has come together as a team to help out with everyone's kiddos, service dogs, and problem solve.
Tracking and how much calmer our lives have been this week has amazed us. Zella is actually sleeping since Penelope is in her room. We hope that Penelope and Zella become childhood best friends and that they face and overcome all the obstacles in life together. Some goals that we have for Zella and Penelope are to be able to enter doctors' offices and hospitals without immediately eloping out of the buildings or having a screaming meltdown at any point during the visit. Miss P helping Zella get a good night's sleep, keeping her from wandering off when we go into stores, out of the house, and in public places. Disrupting Zella during hallucination episodes, calming her down when she has out of control anger and impulsive outbursts, and becoming an ear to listen to when no one else understands what Zella is dealing with. And help Zella navigate major life changes such as her dad's military TDYs or possible long-term deployments when it is our turn to face those. When her dad left for 6 months to go to training, Zella wouldn't sleep. Behaviors increased, and she chewed her fingers and toes until they bled. So we look forward to having Penelope help with any future transitions. We have suspicions of Zella having avoidant restrictive food intake, which is an eating disorder, and possible missed seizures or schizophrenia that is causing her to hear multiple voices nonstop. We will have a long road ahead to navigate with therapies, doctors, and psychologists, and now have Penelope to help with all of that. We want to thank all of the Four Paws staff and the trainers that have poured their hearts and souls into caring for Penelope. Sophie, Miss P's primary trainer, volunteer trainers Sierra, Nellie, Michelle, and David were taking great care of Princess Penelope and introducing her to the world. The Dandelion Class sponsors Team Joe, Mulder, and Maggie and Perina. The local members of the VFW for donating $2,500 to Zella's service dog. The Four Paws Student Organization from the University of Kentucky for generously donating $4,000 to Zella's service dog and for letting her hang out with service dogs and training at Newport Aquarium 2 years ago. The Healthwell Foundation for donating $3,000 to Zella's service dog, local businesses back home who donated, and to every single one of our family members, therapists, and friends, because there are too many to name, for helping us fundraise, spread the word, and donate their hard-earned money to make this happen. And Zella's great-grandma, who was excited about her dog, but we lost her to pancreatic cancer. And we couldn't have done this without any of you. Sorry.
Congratulations, Team Zella and Penelope. The next team coming up to share their experience with us is the team of Paisley and Gretchen.
My name is Gabby Murphy, and we have Gretchen here for my daughter Paisley, who is not able to be up here with me today. We are from Enid, Ohio, and we seen Four Paws online, and we had some people recommend Four Paws to us, and we have heard of them before, knowing that they were local. And we looked into them, and we seen that Paisley would be a great match for a dog here. We are hoping that Paisley and Gretchen are able to have a special bond, and Gretchen is able to help Paisley overcome her self-harming behaviors and help with elopement issues and tethering. Our goals for Paisley and Gretchen is to have Gretchen attend school with her to help her with her everyday needs, and to be able just to make socialization a better outcome for Paisley. We also want to thank all the Four Paws donors and Gretchen's volunteer trainers, Danielle and Abigail, her litter sponsors, Kathy and Tim Kaufman, who made it possible for Gretchen to even be here today. And we are just so thrilled that Paisley was able to get Gretchen. It took us a long while to get here. We had lots of donations, and a special thank you to a family friend who donated a very large portion towards Gretchen. and a few local motorcycle groups out of Springfield who held a benefit for Paisley in October of 23 and came up with a little over $10,000 for Paisley. And that is it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Team Paisley and Gretchen. The next team coming up to share their experience with us is the team of Daniel and Derby.
Hello everyone, my name is Valeria and I'm here with my family, my husband Vitaly and my son Danny. And we now live in Southern California, and here we are very excited of getting this sweet boy, Derby, who will become and already became our son autism service dog. And for our child, Danny, it's a very important moment. We've been waiting so long to get him. And Danny, he is very energetic. He is very active child who loves to spend time outdoors, who loves to explore, and also he loves to elope. And it was a main concern for our family, and this is was the first and main reason why we started to look for a service dog. And then when we found for Paws for Ability, we decided to give it a try. We started our application process, and we are very grateful we decided to do this, because now we already see a lot of miracles happened during the time of our class. First of them, we see how good they are tethered together. And even for Danny, he becomes more, seem to be like independent, and he tends to pull less than compare we had to hold onto his like this very hard, very strong grip. And now Danny feels, okay, I can walk by myself. I don't need to be hold on my hand. And it feels like he feels this increased independency, his feeling of increased freedom, and it helps him to grow and be more independent. And Derby is doing a very good job helping this, and now our family already feel this peace of mind. Derby, thank you so much, sweet pup. And we are hoping they will create a more stronger bond. They already do this. They already started to hug and cuddle every single morning. He helped to wake Danny up, and they have moments of sweet moments of cuddling together, and they seems both to enjoy this. And we are hoping he will be more and more bonded with my son, and then he will become more and more like independent because of Derby. We wanted to say huge thank you for everyone who helps. Thank you so much, our trainers, volunteers, fosters, and everyone who helps make it possible. Thank you so much for the donors from the dedicated investor program. Thank you for your generosity for help us to get the sweet boy. Also, I wanted to, I have a special thanks to the non-profit organization. It is called Seattle Envelope. We've been living in Seattle for some time, and they helped us to gather the majority, collect funds, and they organized a larger fundraising campaign for us. So with them, we've been able to achieve our goal so much faster. And of course, thank you so much of all friends and communities. Thank you for sharing our fundraising page, and thank you for all your donation. And we are now very happy family, ready to go home with a brand new team.
Congratulations to the service dog team of Daniel and Derby. Next, coming up to share their experience is the new team of Ryland and Maleficent. You want me to read yours? Yeah. All right, change of plans. I'm going to read for her. Hello, everyone. We are the Woodland family. Oh my goodness, you stumped me right off the back. Tappahannock, Virginia. Edwin, Carrie, Alexis, James, Ryland, Mal, and Eleanor. We are so excited to be here today. We started this process a little over 2 years ago when Ryland was first diagnosed with epilepsy. At the time, life was scary. Seizures were new to us, and we didn't know they could not be controlled with medication. Since then, Ryland has also been diagnosed with autism, and while we have adapted our life around these challenges, it can still be overwhelming some days. Fast forward to today. We have our sweet Mal. Four Paws did an awesome job selecting the most perfect girl for Ryland. We are so excited to watch them grow together. We hope with Mal by his side, he will gain some independence, help keep him safe, and provide a friend he can always count on. None of this would have been possible without an incredible community. We want to thank our family and friends for their prayers, donations, and love. Thank you to Four Paws for Ability, generous donors, and volunteers whose support makes their program possible. Thank you to our church families for your prayers for Ryland and help with fundraising so we could start this process. I also want to thank Natalie, with the Wally Cases and their Wally Geyers Back Foundation for their donation. Thank you to the Walton family for helping welcome Mao into the world. Thank you to Meg, her foster mom and volunteer trainer, for all the love and dedication you've poured into her for almost 2 years. Thank you to all of her trainers at Four Paws for preparing and teaching her the skills she needs for this work. Each of your dedications to her has truly changed Ryland's life. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone so far. For everyone that had a hand in this process from the very beginning until today, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are truly grateful and looking forward to our sweet boy's future with Mal. Congratulations to the new service dog team of Ryland and Maleficent. Next, coming up to share their experience with us is the brand new service dog team of Asher and Edwin.
I'm Amanda, and Asher, who doesn't want to come on camera right now, I don't blame him, just went outside. We're from Gainesville, Florida. Go Gators. I have to say that here. We've been wearing all of our Gator gear this week, and it's been really fun. It's hard to believe 2.5 years ago we began this journey of bringing Edwin home. There were days that time seemed to fly by, and others where it felt like Asher's friend couldn't get here soon enough. Edwin is everything we wanted, needed, and could have asked for Asher. He is truly the most incredible dog I have ever met. Sorry. There are so many people to thank for getting us here. I want to thank Asher's therapists, doctors, and nurses for encouraging us and helping us through this process. You guys have done so much for our family. And I know Asher wouldn't be where he is today without, sorry. Without the years of love and care you have shown him. I didn't think I would cry, you guys. I want to thank all of our family and friends for always being there when we needed you, for celebrating the highs with us and being a shoulder to lean on when we were down. I also have you to thank for helping us spread the word and raise funds for Edwin in record time. We couldn't have done that without you. Thank you to our church family for the incredible love you've shown our family, for always being there when we needed you, and for praying for us when we face challenges. You've never let us feel like we were in this alone. Thank you to the businesses who supported Asher's fundraiser. I know I'm going to miss some people here, but I'm going to try. Johnny Casara, Beamish Custom Tackle in St. Augustine, Florida, Real Dream Fishing Charters in St. Augustine, Florida, Saitaki Architects in Gainesville, Florida, MDM Tactical in Gainesville, Florida, Behavioral Learning Systems in Gainesville, Florida, 310 Charters in St. Augustine, Florida, the Schmerman family, and Michael Clark. I'd also like to thank the staff here at Four Paws for all they do. We are forever grateful for the angel Edwin is to Asher. You guys made this whole process as easy and seamless as possible. You exceeded every expectation I had. Thank you to Edwin's volunteer trainers, Maddie and Paige, for helping us to raise the most loving and quirky dog, as well as Edwin's litter sponsor, Dayton Victory number 594 OES. We fell in love with Edwin pretty much immediately after meeting him. Edwin just has a special way of capturing hearts. This is Asher. Oh, I'm not done, sorry. I've watched Asher and Edwin's bond grow daily. I can tell they will soon be inseparable. Edwin is already anticipating Asher's needs and immediately races to his side. I'm so excited to watch these two grow together and officially welcome Edwin into our family. I'm done now.
Congratulations to the service dog team of Asher and Bo. Or not Bo, Edwin. Bo's next. Bo's next. Next up to share their experience is the service dog team of Charlie and Bo.
A little lazy today. Good afternoon. My name is Chelsea Wirtz, and I am here with my husband, Chuck, and we are joined today by our daughters, Finley and Hadley, and my parents, Terry and Kim Smith, who have been such incredible support to us. And of course, this is our son, Charlie, and his brand new partner, Bo. Some of you may also know her as Padme. When we learned that Charlie would be paired with her, we felt that it was also really important for him to be able to easily say her name. Charlie is mostly non-speaking, but when we asked him what he wanted to call his new dog, the only name that he gave us was Bo. So Bo it is, and she's already responding very well to her new name. Good job. On behalf of our family, we are so thankful to be here today celebrating Bo's graduation. We're from Mason, Ohio, and feel especially fortunate to have Four Paws for Ability so close to home. This moment has truly been years in the making, more than 2 years of Bo's training and 10 incredibly full, meaningful days here at Four Paws. When we began our journey, we hoped a service dog could make a difference for our son, Charlie, but we couldn't have imagined how life-changing it would feel to reach this day. Bo is truly an answer to so many of our prayers. She brings safety, independence, and peace of mind in ways that words cannot fully capture. Over the past 10 days, Chuck and I have trained right alongside Bo, learning not only how to be her handler, but also how to be the best partners for her to do the job that she can do for Charlie. Every day we've seen her intelligence, her focus, and her heart, and we've seen just how ready she is to take on this role in our family.
We want to give our deepest thanks to the trainers, the staff, the fosters, the volunteers, and everyone at Four Paws for Ability who made this possible. We'd especially like to thank a few people who have played such an important role in Bo's journey. Jessica, who fostered Bo since she was 4 months old and gave her the foundation for an incredible future with Charlie. The love and time that you poured into her is something that we will forever be grateful for. Zoe, Bo's advanced trainer, who gave us so much insight into how to transition Bo into our life functionally and successfully. Your guidance has been invaluable. Bethany, our Dandelion Class lead, who so patiently guided us and answered our many questions with such knowledge and respect. You gave us confidence every step of the way. We also want to thank our parents, Terry and Kim Smith, who stepped in these past 10 days to care for all 3 of our kids, covering school drop-offs, activities, and filling in all the gaps so we could be fully present here. We truly could not have done this without you guys. And finally, thank you everyone who contributes to and supports the Four Paws for Ability cause. Your generosity changes lives every single day. Without donors like you, none of this would be possible. Because of all of you, Bo isn't just a service dog to us. She's a gift of freedom, of hope, and of joy. As we leave here and begin this next chapter, we know Bo will help navigate his work. Bo will help Charlie navigate his world with more confidence, and she will help us as parents breathe a little easier, knowing that she is by his side. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Thank you for believing in this mission, for believing in Bo, and for giving families like ours this incredible opportunity. We are excited to take Bo home and begin this new adventure together. Life is certainly better with Bo. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Congratulations to the new service dog team of Charlie and Bo. Next up to share their experience with us is the new service dog team of Ronan and Stormy.
Hello. We are the Lilick family. I'm Christina. This is Adam, little brother Cole, and Ronan. We are from Harrison, Ohio, so not far from Cincinnati. We made the decision to pursue a service dog when Ronan was around 7 years old after a few elopements that nearly terrified us as we were unable to find him. With the security of having a service dog, we know that Ronan's safety will be a number one priority for not just us, but for Stormy. We also were excited to pursue a service dog for Ronan for his independence. He will be turning 10 years old next month, and he still wants to do what any 10-year-old wants to do, which is go out and explore. And unfortunately, he requires us to do a lot of hand-holding. And in just the 10 days of having Stormy, we have been able to go to our son's soccer games and go out in public, and he has had a little more independence like a typical 10-year-old. We also hope that Stormy will bring socialization to Ronan's life. At 10, he has friends, but what he really wants is to be like a typical 10-year-old and have kids come and interact with him. We know that Stormy going to school with him will allow other children to come and approach him and start those friendships. I'd just like to thank the families that went along in this journey with us over the last 10 days. It's been inspiring to see your stories and hear your conversations of how there are so many of us out there in this world navigating this life. Sometimes you feel very isolated living the special needs life, and unfortunately, we don't have many people that we can talk to, but having those conversations in this class made us feel a little less alone. We are excited to take Stormy home and go on all the adventures, such as hiking and going to the beach, 2 of Ronan's favorite things to do. Our goals for having Stormy with us are safety, experiencing new events, having our family be like a typical family at social events, not having to have one parent sit with Ronan or run through the friend's house. But also, we would love to see Ronan just develop and be more like typical kids and have that typical life that most would. I'd like to thank all of the Four Paws donors. Without your incredible support, we know that this organization would not be able to function in the way it does and be able to support all of the dogs that they are able to place with families. We'd like to thank our volunteers, Elizabeth and Jessica. Jessica, your insight to Stormy's life has been invaluable. You're making me cry. she created a Instagram page that showed Stormy growing up. And I think sometimes that's the hardest part, is you're placed with a dog that has lived for 2 years in a very different world. But seeing that insight to what Stormy has gone through growing up, her training and her adventures has helped us bond with her more. And we are so thankful to have those memories that we can take with us. I'd like to thank some of our donors. The Peyton's Lemonade Stand, it's a local organization to us that is raising the next entrepreneurs. It's kids who sell lemonade each year. I'd also like to donate or thank some of our family and friends who supported us with this fundraising. Our friends back at home, our Fort Scott family. We did a fundraiser of night golf that raised $15,000. We've also been able to help another family that is getting a 4-Paws dog in February in our neighborhood. So Ronan will have a classmate who will have a 4-Paws dog as well. So they get to grow together. Without Stormy, our future would be not as bright. But I think what's most important is to watch Ronan grow with her. They're already starting to seek each other out. She has helped him just calm in the evenings. We can see the smiles return to his face. But most importantly, what 4-Paws and Stormy will give us is not just a leash, but a lifeline to his safety and to his future. Thank you.
Congratulations to the new service dog team of Ronan and Stormy. Next, coming up to share their experience with us is the new service dog team of Kira and Marie.
They're joining me. All right, so I'm Samantha. This is
Kira
and Craig. And our daughter Penelope is 15. She is at home. Actually, I should say Penny, just to respect her. She's at home and she's bummed that she couldn't be here today. So I don't have like a formal speech, but I have some notes. So we're from Rochester, Minnesota, and we've been with this little girl since she was about 5-6 weeks old. And okay, I'm gonna do this. she I don't want to, just to respect her privacy, she just has multiple diagnoses that we try to support for her. And some of the biggest challenges for her, including elopement, are just anger management, self-harm behaviors, anxiety, depression. And she's just this little girl. And so in her team back home, her medical team suggested a service dog. We were like, that actually makes a lot of sense. And for her condition, there's really no one else that does this. And so I was really grateful that there was a service and organization like 4-Paws that actually could train a dog to help her and to support her needs. So just a little story to give you an idea, like they bonded instantly. It's insane. Like from the moment that we got her, she sleeps in her bed and snuggles her up. And I think the last 4 nights we've all slept. Seriously, that's the first time in maybe 3 years that I've actually gotten like 5 hours in a row of sleep. This is huge. But she's more calm. Like she just knows when she's gonna have a meltdown or when she's upset, and she comes in and instead of an hour, it's like 2 minutes. Like this is life changing. And even like we sent some pictures to her sister, and her sister's like, Kira looks so calm. Like that tells you something. I also want to thank, sorry, I could do this. So I want to thank not only Penny at home, but my mom. She flew in last minute. We decided to have Penny stay and go to school. She came and helped with that. And both my parents are actually funding the dog and making this possible because they understood how much we were going through and they could see for themselves how important this was for her. Thanking Kira for her incredible patience, because this is a lot. It's a new routine. All these kids, they're struggling with the new routine, new space, new people, noises, and all that. And she's rocking it, right? Yeah. She loves the Ronald McDonald House and doesn't want to go home. Want to thank the volunteer trainers. They're amazing. They've done so much for her. You can tell she loves them very, very much, and they're wonderful people. Erica and all the staff as well. They gave us some great advice, especially in the one-on-one, and they know her super, super well. And all the sponsors for making this possible, because we wouldn't probably be here if this didn't exist. And I see so much for her in her future because she wants to be a police officer / doctor / EMT. Or which one do you want today? What do you want to be when you grow up?
A police officer.
Got it. She'll be the canine cop. So we're really proud of her, and we love Marie. She is like Kira's personality and a dog. So I think that's it.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the new service dog team of Kira and Marie. And thank you all so much for joining us to celebrate the hard work and amazing achievements of these 9 new teams. We wish them well and can't wait to see what beautiful adventures the future holds for them. Congratulations, Dandelion Class 2025. You did it.